Hello everybody. Today we are going to look at the topic called change management. In this video we will be looking at what change management is, and we will also look at our news article which is related to this topic. We will also be looking at the challenges faced by the IT managers because of being unable to implement proper change management plan, and we will also look at why change is important to an organization. So let's start with its basic definition first. Change management refers to the processes and systems that are in place for information technology users to use when they want to request a change to an existing business application. So as we all know that an organization cannot move forward without having any changes, because changes are the inevitable part of an organization and they are unprecedented, and we have to be proactive from the beginning in order to deal with them properly. An organization uses a change management plan to track the process of such requests from inception to completion, and it helps to mitigate the change that is likely to affect an organization. So now let's look at the process of change management. You can see the picture over the slide that a change management process initiates from a request, and it goes through the impact analysis, and once the impact analysis is done, it is needed to approve the change request, and once that is approved, the implementation takes place. After implementing the change, the review is done in order to know whether the change has taken place effectively or not, and if the change is found out to be effective, then that can be audited and used in the future too. So that is how the change management process takes place. So there might be a question to all of us that why we need a change in an organization. Change is the key aspect for survival of any organization, and it is always necessary to fulfill the customer requirements in order to be able to drive to the success of an organization. So if we look at the example of Nokia company, then we can see that initially it started out as a footwear company and was producing boots, but later on, because of the customer requirements and the changing market, it started out producing electronic devices because it saw good scope of electronics in the changing market, and we can see in today's world it is producing smartphones that are capable of doing various functions, and that is actually fulfilling the customer's need. So change is always required in an organization, and we just can't escape from it, but instead we have to find a way to tackle with the problems that might come with the changes, and we also have to look at the certain changes that we need to do in order to drive our own organization towards success. So changes can occur at different levels. So it can occur in individual level, organization level, and enterprise level. The individual level changes are mainly related with the leadership and the personal attributes of an individual, like communication and other various stuffs, while the organizational level changes focuses on the organizational structure and human resource management, so that it can be able to implement the required number of employees whenever required, and it can be able to manage other various aspects related to organization, while the enterprise level changes are a bit more complicated than other kind of changes, and they mainly focus on strategic planning so that they can help an organization to achieve the long-term goals, and they can ensure organizational success. Now let's look at the challenges being faced by IT managers because of the change in an organization. So whenever there is a change, then the process in order to complete a change request is very long. So they have to go through a long process, and they have also they also need to seek for the approval of all the staffs and all the stakeholders of the organization in order to uh, mm, in order to make that change. So there can be the problem because of differentiating views, and as the changes are unprecedented and inevitable, it is very hard to be able to tackle with those changes effectively. So in some cases, the change request might fail and the organization might collapse. So the change affects the whole project, and it can even be more harder for IT managers to manage the change because of having limited budget. So there is an article given on the slide, and so that article talks about why so many changes management efforts fail, and it is given that because of not sharing the challenges openly among the staffs by the leaders, the change management efforts fail. And on the other hand, the staffs also don't may not have the desire to change, and the change management efforts may fail because of the lack of proper change management plan. Thank you very much for watching this video. I will be with you on the next video topic. See you there. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye.